Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got a interesting knife to do a review of today. This is the Kansept Odd 21, and we'll talk about why it's called the Odd 21 here in a few minutes. But this knife is on loan to me from FredTheLug. I really appreciate him allowing me to take a look at a lot of different knives, and did disassembly, cleaning, carry, and review them, and helps me out a lot. So I really appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and get some measurements on this particular knife. We're looking at about 3 1/4 inches thereabouts on the blade length. I'm not sure what the official blade length is, but that looks like about what it would be for me. But just keep in mind that different people might measure things a little bit differently because there's this area of the blade or the handle. So some people may measure it to here, some people may measure it to here. I'm just telling you and showing you basically what I'm seeing here. Overall length is just shy of 7.5 inches. All right, let's go ahead and get the scale and put that over here and get that teared out. And we're looking at about 5 ounces. Make sure that's right. Tear that out. 5 ounces. Okay, so right at 5 ounces. So not a lightweight knife, but not one that I will consider heavy either. Let's look at some knives that you may have that where we can compare the size of them. Let's see here. That's the QSP Penguin, CJRB Pyrite. So it's not a terribly long knife, in my opinion. Let's look at the Benchmade 940 and the Demco Shark Cub. Let's look also at a couple of Vosteeds. This is the Acorn. It's going to be a little bit shorter. And then the Vosteed Porcupine. And it's just a touch smaller as well. Let's look at a couple of larger knives now. This is the Kaiser Militaw Miguron Morial. Those are a little bit larger. And then for our last comparison, we'll look at the Microtech MSI, which is a good bit larger, and the Ozark Trail. All right. So as far as thickness, this one's not terribly thin. Here's it against the Militaw. So it's a little bit thicker than the Militaw. Porcupine is going to be a little bit thinner as well. The Penguin's going to be thinner. What might we have that would be as thick? It looks like, well, that's kind of similar. Those are Trail. So there you have it. As far as in pocket, it's going to look about like that. And as far as the profile, there it is against the CJRB Pyrite, and there it is with the Demco Shark Cub. There it is against the Porcupine and the Miguron Morial. All right, let's go ahead and actually take a look at how it might look in pocket. Let's bring the pins up onto the table here and slide this in. Not deep carry, but actually looks pretty decent. Little pop of color there from the body screw, the gold colored body screw. All right. As far as if you're reaching in to get something out of your pocket, like for example, I carry my earbuds in my right front pocket as well. If you're reaching in, these edges are not sharp by any means, and not something that's going to chew your hands up if you were to reach in there. Alright, blade steel is CPM 20 CV. Let's see if I think that actually says it right there. Then of course you've got the Kansept logo, as well as I believe the serial number or model number, not sure which, and then actually the odd 21. There we go. Odd 21 for the blade for the name of the knife, and then also the maker's mark there, which is Jeff Blavet from Tough Knives. And so I asked Fred why it was called Odd 21, and he sent Jeff a message and asked, and he said it was an oddity designed in 2021. Basically, an oddity is a one-off or super small run, so he calls them odd, and then puts the year. So when he can't find a name for it, and that's in my opinion, that's a good way to do it. So this is one he designed in 2021. So thus the Odd 21. So there you have it on the name. All right, blade steel again is CPM 20 CV. You've got the satin blade there, titanium tiger stripe anodized on the scales, tiger stripe titanium on the back spacer, as well as the pocket clip. Pocket clip, as you saw, works pretty well. No complaints there. No lanyard hole, so if you've something you're interested in, just keep that in mind. Jimping, you've got jimping here at the top, and you've also got jimping here on the where the flipper tab would be. Of course, the front flipper being there and the regular flipper being there. Jimping's there, pretty much sterile as far as jimping for the rest of the knife. Opening methods, you've got the regular flipper, which works just fine, and you've got the front flipper, which works really well. Let's see if I can do it roll over. There we go. Access to the lock bar, not my favorite. Not bad, but it's not the easiest to get to for me. There's your lock up, and there we go. The price on these are $199 on the Kansept website as of just a few minutes ago when I checked. D10 on it's great, not a problem at all. As I mentioned, this the front flip works really well, and so if we've looked at lockup, blade plays non-existent, up and down, side to side. So what are my thoughts about this knife? I like the knife. It's a different design. I'm not too sure about the tiger stripe. I've seen a few knives now with the tiger stripe and still not sure about that. I don't like speed holes. I was just thinking, I don't think I have a knife. I don't think I have a modern knife that's not a budget knife that has speed holes. So that's just my personal preference. If it were solid, maybe. This is not a bad knife. It's decently comfortable in hand. Draw cut's going to be very comfortable. This one's okay. This one's really comfortable as well. So most of us aren't going to be breaking down boxes for hours at a time with a $200 knife. So it does work. You can actually choke up here on this, being careful, of course. So as the current configuration, would I add this to my collection? Probably not. A different configuration, there's a good possibility, because this, and if I had unlimited funds. So this is an interesting knife. I've enjoyed being able to check it out, and thought it was a pretty neat knife. So there you have it. That's my thoughts on this one. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the knife. And hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.